You're just doing everything.
Everything I could. We had so much fun doing this stuff. But then I'd finally grown enough stance, cred, whatever it is, so that I could actually get them to make my own. Now we got to flash back for a second because I fuck up the story like I always do. Yep. 93 when I've got my store.
All right, yep, before you ever made papers.
Before I ever made papers.
Before you even got rated.
Before I even got rated. Yep. 93, and I'm building up that store for the people, and they're telling me what they want.
Yep.
One of the things they told me they wanted was, I guess I could say the name. Well, I probably shouldn't. I will say it. A certain brand of natural cigarettes from America. That was not so popular back then in 93. So stores didn't carry it. Now it's everywhere, but it wasn't at the time. So they wanted me to bring it in. And the dude's telling me, oh, you're going to love it, dude. It's so natural. It's natural, 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 natural. He said that word to me 100 times. It's different than a Marlboro. You're going to love it. Oh, my God, it's different.
I think I for sure know what you're talking about.
Right.
But I'm not
and I'm like, okay. Yeah, I was going to just give them another chance to come after me. Please, not. I don't want that again. It sucks. So it's like, hey, dude. No, I'm good. All right. So now I bring in the cigarettes for the guy. I have to buy a whole case of it, I think. And I was just like, wow, it's a big risk, but I did it. The guy was ranting. And he comes in. I give him his first pack, discounted. He's all excited. Hey, you want one, Josh? I used to smoke back then. So I'm like, hell yeah. He pulls it out. And dude, it's a bright white, bleached out, full of freaking calcium carbonate, which is basically chalk, cigarette paper thing, cigarette. Oh. And I'm looking at this white thing and I'm like, that's not what I was envisioning at all. That's not what I envisioned.
That sounds disgusting.
Well, it's a regular, in a way, and I don't want to say anything that's going to get them to get
It's not meant for weed, it sounds like.
No, it was cigarettes, and it just looked to me like a regular Marlboro. It looked to me, as a person, my individual personal opinion, it just looked like a regular fucking typical white cigarette.
Yep.
And I was so disappointed. I was so upset because what I was envisioning with all my knowledge of rolling papers, and at this point I had a collection that was maybe 1,000 or 2,000 deep. I'm picturing it's going to be this translucent brown natural paper that I'm envisioning wrapped around where you could even see the tobacco through it. This is going to be the greatest cigarette ever, man. And I get this fucking chalk stick in front of me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I thought about it that night. I was like, what the fuck? I was really like one of those moments where it's like, huh? And I get home. I get really stoned, as I often did. And I thought about it. What the fuck was that? What kind of bullshit was that? And suddenly I realized, I thought through my whole collection, I realized I had never seen the paper that I was envisioning. That we, when I say we, that means us humans, that I don't think we had ever made that paper. It never existed. And I realized right then in 93, I need to make that fucking paper.